Hey everybody, Abe here from CMF HQ in Atlanta, Georgia to bring you this week's movie making tip. Today we're going to show you how to make that really visually crisp effect that they use in movies like Gladiator and Saving Private Ryan. As you can see, these scenes depict intense action, and each image on the screen looks very sharp. The motion itself doesn't blur, so you see every fine detail in each individual frame. Some people think this is an effect done in post or a filter, but it's actually just a byproduct of the original motion picture cameras. The original film cameras contained a rotary shutter. The shutter was usually set to 180 degrees, basically a semicircle. The shutter rotated at 24 times a second, leaving the film exposed for 1/48 a second per rotation. Later on, cameras were developed with variable shutter speeds, meaning that you could change the angle or size of the shutter to increase or decrease the amount of time the film is exposed to light. As you increase the size of the shutter, you're reducing the amount of time that the light can hit the film, or in our case, the sensor. This does two things. Number one, it gives you those super fine, crisp images with almost no motion blur. And two, it dramatically reduces the amount of light that's getting to the sensor. Which brings us to why I'm outside in all this sun. Evan from the CMF team has volunteered to help us shoot two identical shots with two different shutter speeds. The first shot we'll be shooting with the normal shutter speed of a 24p camera, or 1/48th of a second, and the second we'll be shooting with a revved up shutter speed of 1/2000th of a second. As you can see, there's a definite difference in the two shots. You can see Evan's arms blurring in the 1/48th of a second shot, but it looks almost strobe-like in the 1/2000th shot.
Devastating verse that you can't compare. We're about to make the whole public aware because at last we bring you the fastest growing phenomenon, bombing on stereo. At last we benefit from taking.
So there you have it. Now you too can create the super detailed action shots like Mr. Spielberg and Mr. Scott and Mr. Paget. Have fun making your movies, and we'll see you next week.